What's going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift-On-Fire. Today's mostly going to be a what sold video. I'm also going to be working on the shed a bit. We're going to try to complete this side wall and this back wall. It's also about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get this done early if I can because it's been getting pretty warm. By about noon, it's been hitting around 29, 30, and with the humidity, it's pretty nasty. It's currently about 8 a.m. I've already listed this morning. Actually, already got some drafts up for Monday morning. So sometime today, I still have to ship the items that have sold, but I'll do that in the house when it's cooler in the afternoon. For now, let me get this all set up. We'll start working on it a little bit, and then I'll give you some ideas of what have sold for me recently. All right, so we made it up to the window, and I thought I was gonna have to cut out this window, but it actually comes up close enough here that I'm okay with it. There's like a little gap. I can either trim it or just leave it. I probably don't even care, being that it's a shed. It's not like it's my house or something. So that's probably close enough, and then I'll just catch up to the edge here because I'm gonna wind up likely putting blinds or something up anyway to actually be able to close the window so I just won't have sunlight in here all the time. So things are going pretty good. I'm into this about an hour and 20 minutes already, so it's taken me a bit longer, but there's a lot more, even though I'm putting I have to cut them, but full pieces up here, I'm not like patching them together. Still taking a bit longer. I think around the windows will go pretty quick, a lot more cutting, but smaller pieces. But in the meantime, let me tell you a few things that sold for me on eBay, and hopefully we can at least finish this wall and start to tackle the back wall. Now, I did want to mention, I did have a big crash come down in here while I was working. I pulled a little too hard, and I wound up taking my power supply, knocking it over. The shelf flew over. I don't know if I captured it on my GoPro or not. I'll throw it up on screen. It made me a little nervous because, you know, the EcoFlow is pretty expensive to be thrown on the ground. It only fell from like 2 feet or so, but still, don't really want to break that thing. I just got it and it's worth a good amount of money. Okay, so first thing that sold on eBay was a Toronto Blue Jays jersey. Now this one is probably like, I'm gonna say 2005, 2008, something like that. It's a Majestic, and I got this from our neighbor. So our Spa Tranquility next door, the next business over, a gentleman named Dan wound up giving my wife a bunch of stuff to give to me. There was a bunch of like Marvel superhero hats, some jerseys that needed a little bit of cleanup. This one had like a couple stains that I had to get out of it. So I got these for free. I have no money into them whatsoever. So thanks a lot, Dan. If you ever watch this video or you're watching this video, I appreciate you, thinking of us and, instead of donating the items, just giving them to us. I believe, I'm not sure. I think Amanda offered him some cash, but I think he just really wanted to give them to us. So that was cool. Anyway, that sold for $48. The other interesting thing about this is going to Hawaii. I think Honolulu, I believe. I was kind of like, that's weird. And I was worried about shipping. It only cost $9 through Ground Advantage through Stallion Express, so that was cool. And it makes me wonder if like IKF is now a Blue Jay and he is from Hawaii. I can't imagine why anybody else from Hawaii potentially would want that jersey, but pretty cool. I'm gonna wind up turning this off. Another eBay sale. Now this was a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. This one is a 90s jersey. It had like the T, 90s, early 2000s, had the T and the M on the shoulder. This one sold for $80 on eBay. Pretty good, honestly. I was surprised that jersey had a little bit of condition issue, but it's a nice jersey, a nice vintage jersey. So happy to get $80 for that one on eBay. Next up, we have a couple of Poshmark.com orders going out. A Toronto Blue Jays hat. This is also from Dan, our neighbor. $22 USD. This is an anniversary hat. It's a pretty nice Jays hat. It is fitted. It didn't fit me or Amanda, so we didn't keep it. Didn't need to clean it up at all, just listed it and it sold for $22 USD. I'm just looking above here at the conversion. It looks like that's about $29.99 if we're talking about, the US dollar today. The next one was a Nike 76ers, I think an Iverson jersey. That sold for $42 USD, which is about $57 Canadian. I'll throw the exact number up here. And that number is always going to be changing because, the Canadian to US dollar, the conversion is going to change, but as of today, that winds up being about $57. And then a Nike jacket. This I think I got from, I can't remember if it's the same guy. Either bought it wholesale from somebody, or I got it tossed to me at the bins from the same guy that I buy wholesale from. I don't remember, to be honest. I got $62 USD for this vintage Nike jacket. I believe it's 90s, and that's about $84 and change Canadian. So I'm gonna keep working here. Hopefully we can get some more done, and then I'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit. I'll give you a few more things that sold for me recently. Now, as far as that edge goes, when the ceiling gets done, whether it be right here, we'll just butt this up here. So there'll be a little bit of an overlap and then an even bigger one over here, right? But that's kind of what I want. It'll cover up the seam coming down. Now in this video, you will still see me do the back wall. Today, I'm not gonna do it. It's already 11 o'clock. This has took me longer definitely than the other wall did. It's getting too hot. So I'm gonna wind up doing this. It is Sunday. I'm not, tomorrow is the day I go to London and I have a lot of things going on. I'll probably be doing this Tuesday morning, and then the rest of Tuesday I'd be prepping for the antique booth on Wednesday. But I'm gonna give you a few more things that sold for me. And then, like I said, that will all be in this video. It's just, I'm not just gonna get this all finished today. But anyway, let me give you a few more things that sold for me recently on eBay, and I think a Poshmark item as well. This was a good eBay sale, $110 for a Lifehouse band t-shirt. This is a 90s shirt that I got in a wholesale buy. I had some offers when I was on vacation that I couldn't accept. I was a little disappointed because they were good offers, but then when I got home, obviously now they have sold, it has sold, I should say, for $110 on eBay, plus shipping. So that's a really good sale. I'm happy about that for sure. Next on eBay, I sold, individually sold a whole bunch of manuals. I'll throw them all up on the screen right now. So somebody sent me an offer and it was kind of low, and then I got another one, and it was the same person sending what I thought was low offers, but what they actually were doing, I don't think they knew how to send like an offer of multiple items or anything like that, or they didn't reach out to me. I assume what they were doing, when I look at it, it looks like they just removed the shipping. So they wound up paying $87 for all these manuals plus $40 for shipping. So it seemed like they were wanted a big discount, but the discount was really just to cover the shipping. So they were basically just trying to get the shipping discount that way. So that's pretty awesome, really. So all these manuals I got for free. When my parents were doing like a clean out of one of the buildings out here, they found all these old manuals for different cars from the 60s and 50s. And these all sold, like I said, for $87 plus $40 shipping. They'll likely cost me about $10 to ship out. Last thing, another Roots bathing suit. I keep selling them. And this one sold for $30. Still have a bunch left. I've been selling them on a regular basis. We're still in the summer season, so hopefully I can sell the rest of them or most of them. But even if I have to hang on to them, next year, still brand new with tags, bathing suits will sell. And I might even sell some, in the fall and winter for people who might be going on vacation, things like that. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this mess up for the day. A couple days will pass and then I'll get back. You'll see it right here in this video, but probably Tuesday morning we'll be back out here working, and we'll follow up and I'll give you some more sales, and hopefully we can finish this back wall.
3 days later.
All right, so it's actually Wednesday morning, and it's currently raining. It's like day 3 of rain, and it's not like it's rained all the time or anything like that, but we get so much rain at once. There's been like flooding all over the place. So this basically means I didn't work on the shed. I know the shed is indoor, and I'm just gonna head in there right now. But when I was like, I was using the back of the truck sort of as like a workbench with the cut saw and all that stuff. So like, I'm not going to be outside when it's wet doing that. It's also that I don't really want to track a whole bunch of mud in the floor in here either. So in this video, you won't see me finish the wall, even though earlier I said I would. It's just not going to happen this weekend. So today's Wednesday in this video. So for me, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're actually going to Toronto. We're going to be in Toronto for a couple of days. We're going to a concert Thursday night, Jay's game Friday night, and then we're actually going to Niagara Falls on Saturday night. I know we just got back from vacation, but it's just sort of the way this worked out. We planned things in advance, so I knew this was going to happen, and we had about a solid week off in between. So I won't actually get to tackle the wall until Sunday, so it won't be in this video, but I will show you what it looks like when I do complete that. I'm very happy with the 2 walls that are finished. It's going to slow me down a little bit. I was hoping to get the back wall done, and honestly, I was hoping to start on the ceiling, but that's not going to happen now until next week. That's okay though, because it is still really hot outside. It's really hot in here, which is something I'll have to address eventually. I'm mostly going to use this for storage. I'm going to try to ship out of here quite often, but I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the house as well. So for right now, I'm going to share 5 more items that sold for me recently. I'm just going to leave out the $15 to $35 items. I'll share 5 that sold for a little bit better money across a few different platforms. And then after that, it is Wednesday, so it's early right now. It's still 8:30, but about 10 a.m. we're going to be hitting the antique mall, so I can get to my booth. I'm basically just going to do a restock today. I've got some new stuff I'm going to throw in there. Nothing too big, but I did sell a print on the wall, so I'm gonna hang up a new piece that we got up, and just, you know, I got a few things to throw in there. So let me tell you the things that sold recently, and then we can go do a little restock at the antique booth. First thing that sold was a lot of comic books. This is Batman. I think it's Batman The Outsiders or Outsiders. It's 1 through 32. I think there might have been a special edition included too. It says in the listing, I just don't recall at the moment. I did accept the best offer of $70 plus shipping. That's great. I'm definitely already in the profit on the comic book buy. I'm having a hard time moving individual books, but when I get big runs of comics, they're still selling. So 70 bucks for that, pretty awesome. I still haven't went through any more comics. The last time I touched the comics was, I think was it Thursday or Friday? I went live on YouTube and just did it. It was Friday. I went for about 3.5 hours roughly, and didn't quite get through an entire box. So this week I can't do that because we won't be home, like I said. But another thing that sold for me recently was a CCM Ottawa jersey, Ottawa Senators jersey. Do I remember where I got this? I feel like it was a wholesale buy item, so I probably paid maybe $10 for it. It sold for $49.49, so that was a pretty good one. Happy with that. Next we have this lumberjack style jacket. It's a 70s jacket. It's a wool jacket. I think the brand is Canadian Lumberjack, but just like JAC. It is a nice jacket for sure. It was listed pretty high, I think about 70 bucks, but somebody offered me 50 and I took it. I believe I picked this up out of the Goodwill bins. I don't know that I don't remember if I seen a sold comp or if I just made that comp up based off of similar jackets from the 70s. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't feel like there was a ton of those listed, but it's a high quality jacket, very nice jacket from the 70s. Like I said, it is wool. It was in good condition, and it did sell for about $50. Also, we'll share a couple Poshmark sales. First, a pair of American Eagle shorts. I know I said I was not going to share lower value items, but these shorts, you know, brand new with tags, American Eagle. I got $24 for them. I believe I picked these up at Salvation Army for very little. I think it was maybe even on a tag day. You know, I think I'm into them like maybe $3, something like that. I had 2 sets of them, 2 pairs of them. The other one sold, I think, for like 28. These ones sold for 24. Happy with the sale. American Eagle does always sell for me. I know I don't typically like picking that type of stuff, mall brand stuff up in the thrift store, but you know, I do sell quite a bit of it for like, you know, the $20 to $30 range. So happy with these shorts, like brand new with tags. I honestly thought they might have sold, you know, earlier for a little more money, but happy to get 24 bucks for them. And the last thing I want to share with you is at Poshmark.com. Now this was $58 USD for a pair of Crocs. Okay, I'll throw them up on screen. These are like they're like a thong Croc, right? So it's just got like the one strip and it comes around the back. I was very surprised when I found out how much these were worth, this particular style anyway. Yeah, when you look, typically they're selling for about 80 bucks. And like I said, Canadian, it winds up being $79.24. US, that's about $58. Very happy with these Crocs as they just came from the Goodwill bins. I basically just scrubbed the bottoms when I got them with a brush. And these particular ones, I actually just threw in the washing machine when I did some other thrifted clothes. So just not my regular laundry, but when I was just like cleaning up some thrifted t-shirts and jeans and whatever, I threw the Crocs in with them. They cleaned up like new. And I did sell them in used condition, like I said, for $58 USD. Very happy with that sale. Still lightly raining here. I'd like it to stop because, you know, this afternoon or this evening, I'm hoping to be able to cut some of the grass. That would be good. I'm obviously not going to share it in the video, but that's the other thing. You know, I was disappointed that I couldn't work on the shed. For the last couple of days, I've kept thinking like, oh, I need to cut the grass before we leave for, you know, 3 days. That would be ideal. But you can't really do that when it's wet either. So the rain's been kind of annoying. But you know, it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. So like I said, I'm going to get everything ready, go to the antique mall. I'll give you a little update of what it looks like there. And then, you know, I might hit a couple thrift stores this afternoon. If I find anything, I'll share it in this video as well. So I'll let you know. We'll just kind of keep up with what's happening on this Thursday, or sorry, on this Wednesday, as Thursday, we're going to be away. But yeah, let's see how it goes. right, so I'm not sure the exact amount of sales so far in July. Mike, the owner, he's having a hard time pulling up the, I think his computer is having an issue. He's having a hard time pulling up the sales sheet, but he did show me I did sell a few things, including an Atari Flash for like 50 bucks. A bunch of those Duck Unlimited pins you see me pick up in a garage sale video recently for like $4 a piece. But a bunch of little stuff like that. So pretty happy. Definitely still making sales. Hopefully, if he emails me today, I will update you the total sales amount so far in July. It's currently the 17th, so hopefully we can do that. But let's hit a couple thrift stores before we have to get back home. Very cool shirt. It's got the glow-in-the-dark logo, the rock. Okay, it's not made in the USA or anything like that, but you know, it's a single stitch shirt. It's got a cool graphic. I don't know. There's one that shows it sold on Etsy for $40, if you can believe. The sold, that's straight from, I think, just Google, like Google Images or whatever. And then I see one listed for $23 plus shipping on eBay. I'll probably still list mine closer to the 40 because it's brand new. It's got the glow-in-the-dark tag. I'm just gonna call it new other. So not brand new with tags, but new other. It's definitely brand new. It's a cool graphic, really great shape. Basically, I would say it's brand new, to be honest. But I think it's from the 90s. That I'm not too sure about either. But let's get to the next store and see if we can find something. Not a total bust. I did pick up this personal t-shirt. If it fits, it'll likely just be something that I wear at Disney or you know, maybe occasionally around the house or something. Munch's Inc., definitely fun.
A few hours later.
Well, I did get some grass cut today. As you can see, it was kind of a bust as far as the thrift stores went. And now it's pouring rain on me. So I was able to cut about half of the grass. I don't know, I'm gonna have to leave the rest until Sunday. That's kind of how this week's went. I'm stuck out in the rain. If you guys like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. I have to go inside because, well, I mean, I'm already wet, but whatever. We will see you very, very soon.